What's up, y'all? Happy Friday. My name is Austin. I work at Serenity House here in Abilene. I got clean here at Serenity House on October 19th, 2014. We've got a medical detox, inpatient residential, outpatient, peer recovery coaching services, and we've got a youth prevention program. Super blessed to be a part of this program here in Abilene. Let's get this Friday started so we can get to the weekend with the Just for Today. New levels of honesty. We have been experts at self-deception and rationalization. When we come to our first meeting and hear that we must be honest, we may think, well, that shouldn't be too difficult. All I have to do is stop lying. To some of us, this comes easily. We no longer have to lie to our employers about our absence from work. We no longer have to lie to our families about where we were the night before. By not using drugs anymore, we find we have less to lie about. Some of us may have difficulty even with this kind of honesty, but at least learning to not lie is simple. You just don't do it, no matter what. With courage, determined to practice, the support of our fellow NA members, and the help of our higher power, most of us eventually succeed at this kind of honesty. Honesty, though, means more than just not lying. The kind of honesty that is truly indispensable in recovery is self-honesty, which is neither easy nor simple to achieve. In our addiction, we created a storm of self-deception and rationalization, a whirlwind of lies in which the small, quiet voice of self-honesty could not be heard. To become honest with ourselves, we must first stop lying to ourselves. In our 11-step meditations, we must become quiet. Then, in the resulting stillness, we must listen for the truth. When we become silent, self-honesty will be there for us to find. Just for today, I will be quiet and still, listening for the voice of truth within myself. I will honor the truth I find. My experience is that honesty is kind of like surrender. It comes in layers, right? And I have to do it every day sometimes. And it's not like when we get here, we don't want to be honest, because we do. We just doesn't, we're still confused. We got to sort through the confusion and the lies that we told ourselves. And it's not always lies that we told ourselves. Some of them were lies that we grew up believing. But it's like layers. And even in my step work, I was as honest as I could be in the beginning, right? Well, maybe not as honest as I could be. Over a period of time, I would try to be as honest as I could be, only to find out, like, this thing right here, my disease is centered in my thinking and it's lying to me, or it's not allowing me to be still long enough to listen for the truth and hear it. I'm grateful for the people in this program that supported me and helped me work through those things. There was no amount of pressure. There was no one thing that somebody could say that would immediately make me aware of the lies and the contradiction that was in my head. It was a process, and over time, working the steps, thinking about things. For me, a lot of the times when I'm interacting with people, I don't necessarily comprehend what's going on. Usually when I'm driving down the road, being quiet is whenever things click. And so it's just like that when I sit down. I don't always figure it out while I'm answering questions and doing my step work. But usually when I'm being quiet or alone, things will kind of click and make sense. And I'll be able to realize things about myself that I can get honest about. When I got here, being honest wasn't my goal. Just not using was my goal. Today, there's real freedom in being honest with myself and others. And there's another kind of honesty that it didn't talk about in here. Being honest, being an honest person is doing the right thing for the right reason. Today, I get to do the right thing for the right reason most of the time. And these are all new things in my life. Like I just didn't believe that I could live the rest of my life without using. Thank God for the program of Narcotics Anonymous, because I believe that I'll never have to use again, no matter what, even if I want to, right? And I don't ever have to lie and be in a situation where I have to use drugs to change the way I feel because I couldn't be honest about who I really was. I'm one of those addicts that it wasn't like I used and then hurt people. It was more like I hurt people, so I used. And for the longest time, I didn't want to be honest. I wanted to blame it on somebody else. And I was able to get to the exact nature of my wrongs and get some freedom in this program. And today, it doesn't matter what happened a long time ago. I can still be good to others, be honest with myself and honest with others, and people still love me. It's crazy. I am grateful for y'all tuning in. I hope you have a good weekend. Enjoy your weekend, and we will see y'all on Monday. Thank you for tuning in.